Hello, hello, hello. How is everybody doing, y'all? I know a lot of y'all have seen me in a couple chats lately. Let's see. Hold up. Got comments. Okay. I gotta keep checking my email. Those of you that were in Shares Live will know that allegedly she has emailed me. I am putting it out here that the email that was said during that live stream that was sent to me to ask me for my information to help show them where Tim Mullins either stole video or uploaded video that, hold up. Listen, we gonna hear some audio because I watched this and we gonna watch this together. Yeah, that's Molly Golightly. We don't care about her. Okay. I do want to see what JLR's got right here. Just hold on a minute. Oh, shit. Foreign. Save matches. Okay. We'll listen to it together. I've also got some audio that we're going to listen to from Fred Hill and Ziggy. And then I want to show y'all contrast. We're going to listen to a statement that Jody Sue made about 2 months ago as opposed to the ones we've already heard. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. Here's something different between me and the rest of the creators that's jumping on Jody Sue bandwagon. I ain't on no fucking bandwagon. And y'all just trigger warning, cuss warning, whatever. Today's not your day and tomorrow's not looking good to fuck with your girl neither. I'm over the bullshit, okay? So, I need a retraction printed for the criminal and civil allegations that were issued by another creator. And I am giving you 72 business hours. And then I will call Mr. Robert Denton Esquire, and he will be serving you. He will be from the firm of Bird, Irvin, and Denton out of North Carolina. Don't play with me, play with your bitch. I'm not that one. You called me out my name, which was disrespectful, and then you made an allegation which opens you up to slander, libel, and defamation of character. I'm going to need the receipts. I'm going to need your proof, and my attorney's going to ask for them, or I'm going to need your written apology in the same format you posted your accusation. That's all I got to say about that. Because in my opinion, I'm going to be laughing. All the way, I'm laughing because you a fun dummy that needs to go get some sleep. And by the way, you came in the whole situation from day one trying to be a clout chaser. And I've been nice. I even sent people to sub to you and everything else, okay? And then you gonna come out your mouth and call me a bitch and then make some stupid accusations. Hunty. Matter of fact, keep your shit up and I'll just call the police and let them handle it. I'm not that one. But your little post got sent to me, so I'm going to address it, okay? I'm sorry that you're butthurt that I decided to not follow anybody's freaking narrative out here in YouTube land. And I said, wait a minute, I've had this great offer where I can bring awareness to Summer and other missing persons possibly, and do something positive and helpful, not a negative Nancy type move, not some drama bullshit, but happiness, because I felt like I was accomplishing something. And I'm sorry that made you and some other people feel butthurt and like you weren't getting no attention and nobody wasn't talking about you, or your little drama circle wasn't kept going. But guess what? I'm done giving you attention. All you. I don't care who you are. Just, there's other creators out there. I like them. I'll be in their chat. I'll give them a heads up. I'll say what's up. I don't care who they are. If they're doing something positive, I'm going to say hello and how you doing. Just like I would if we were in the workplace. But we're not going to be having dinner or lunch together. We're not going to be having phone calls. And if I email you, it'll be a business email. Because what I found out in YouTube land since coming on, and I wish Miss Smiley was here because she could tell you she found out the same shit, is they ain't no friends between creators. If you want to be a friend with another creator, you're going to have to see if you can find the knife sticking out your back, okay? Tam, I ain't said who, simply because I'm not giving them life. But I'm telling you, they need to take a nap. Go eat a vegetable and take a nap. That's what they need to do. Because they picked the wrong one. I want to see what JLR is talking about, because he posted a video 10 hours ago I had seen where he spoke with Don Wells Foreman, and I'm trying my best to get to pull it up on the TV so we can hear it while I'm talking.
Clip. I spoke to Don Wells job foreman at one of Don
Let's see what it. Can y'all hear this?
Back in January of 2022. Spoke to a foreman of Don Wells. Check this out, and then we'll discuss. He's talking to me. Come over.
Come out
I'm
here.
sorry. Come over.
Oh, this is with Molly, and then we're still here.
Like I said, this ain't going to go on the job. He's got a right to work.
Yeah.
He's got a left on him.
You see, I'm level-headed.
I'm a foreman.
You're a foreman for Don?
No, I'm a foreman for Tucker. Don sucks.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Wait a minute. He just said I'm a foreman for Tucker. Don sucks. See, I'm going to say something to y'all. There's 53 in here right now, and I'd say 53 of y'all are probably the loyalist sunshines or the loyalist trolls. But either way, here's my thoughts. I got to rewind that again because it was so funny. He said, well, yeah, I'm a foreman for Tucker, but Don sucks. I'm dying right now. I wasn't ready for that, y'all. Oh. I have made some decisions and choices while I was out on the road. I was going to wait to put this out there, but I'm going to go ahead and put it out there now. My goal is to get this car fixed and out on the road. I'm not asking for money. Please don't start that needing dollar shit. I'm ready to throw everybody a double finger because all these bitches that's out here and assholes coming at me and talking shit in the backside. I know Elise is not a troll. Elise is not a troll. Elise, I did not get that email. Send it to me. I will share my info. I'm just taking care of a crystal vase situation right now, Elise. It got nothing to do with what we were talking about. I want everybody to know that Tim Mullins is either a thief or a liar. He either stole that video from the Kingsport free media page and claimed it as his own, or stole it from the church and claimed it as his own, or he videotaped it and therefore knew Summer before she went missing and is a liar and straight sus. And I'm going to tell y'all a little secret. And if you're listening, I'm just going to say your first name. I'm going to call you Miss Vicky. You'll know who I'm referring to. I need that interview. I need a link or something to it. Because my understanding is there is a man that was interviewed and accused of murder and said that Tim Mullins is his only and best friend during the interview. I need that. That's all I'm going to say about it right now because I'm digging. I've been a digging. Getting your veggie on. That's what's up, Elise. Please send me that email. I will share with Cher. I don't have a problem. I don't care who they are. As long as, they are being positive about Summer. That's all I care. Period. So, the reason I want to get my car fixed and on the road is big for me. I don't want to have to depend on someone else. And, that was my friend and they were helping me. Don't think that I didn't have to help them in some way. The whole time we're on the road, it's $14 each to take showers. If he didn't have points to cover it, I paid for my shower and his. I paid for our meals. I paid for energy shots. I paid for drinks. I paid for his stupid black and mild sweets that he smoked like they were cigarettes anyway, I'm not going to get there because that's a personal thing. But anyway, what I'm saying is I could cut my expenses on the road probably in half and be able to not be on a time limit at truck stops. What I want to do is I would like to get flyers from all of these missing persons cases and go to the states they're in and surrounding them and do some interviews and pass them out and continue to work with the truck drivers and the people that are working at these places. I found out a lot of interesting info. I found out there's a lot of info that a lot of these trucking companies, as well as truck drivers, are very open to helping. Very open to helping. If we can connect Operation Railroad with a lot of these trucking companies, there's a lot of positive things that we could do for human trafficking. Period. Just period. And I'm looking into a lot. I mean, there's so much available, you guys, that would be very, very inexpensive or free. And my heart is led to try to help and do. And that's it. That's all I know. So, thank you, Elsie. I hadn't got it yet, but thank you. I just want to help. And yes, I'm good at digging and research, and I don't have to stop that. True crime and other stuff, well, hell, I get my car fixed, honey. I'll roll up. Don't think I won't. We can meet up, because I'm talking about states, not just my state. I want to go multiple. I want to do like I was doing in the truck, but I want to be in my car. I want to have the control over how long I'm able to stay at this, stop or that stop. I don't care if I have to sleep in the back of my car. I'm not that bougie. If I'm doing it to help somebody, I wish I could have like pictures of Dylan Rounds and so many other missing children out there that I would have been able to help. Is what true crime while I was doing it, and look, I'll suck it up and ride in the box with him again. We've been friends. I didn't make it clear. I was in a serious relationship with this gentleman for 7.5 years. About 17 years ago. Ignore Streamlabs, Elise. We have. Oh. Yeah, it sounds good as hell. But, anyway. My daughter just got in. I'm hearing a conversation in the back of my head. Anyway, my whole thing I've ever wanted was to be able to help others and bring awareness to problems. And I really think what? Hold on a minute. What? Okay, I gotta mute for a second. I just got a message. I really don't like it when people steal my work. I don't give a fuck who they are. Okay, guys, so hold on just a second. We going somewhere. together. I'm going to have to do it through my phone, and y'all just hope y'all hear. I got 14 devices going, but if this is true, I'm about to lose my shit. And she don't even realize that she's giving people ammunition because so many people have been going for her.
Priceless store that was down the road from Family Dollar.
Okay.
The store that they went to is next to Dollar General. It's not the same Priceless.
And when you said when they left the park, what park? Which park are you talking about?
Warriors Path, yes.
Okay. I was just making sure.
No, that's fine. I'm skipping a couple steps in there, so don't take it as I'm giving you a straight line. A straight line of this is the path they took. No, they being.
I'm typing. Hey, I heard my research is being discussed.
And Summer, as well as H.
So I'm
they
here.
Went to the Priceless. It was the one in town next to.
Just hold on. I'm sorry, y'all.
Dollar General. And they claim that they were only there for approximately 5 minutes. Workers have said they were in the store for at least a half an hour.
Well, initially.
Actually, it was said 44 minutes. Whoever said that. I don't know who's on this panel.
You can't really trust anything anybody says, so.
I'm pissed off right now.
Miss Nita, excuse me, Miss Lee. Nita, grab the link. It's good to see you.
Oh, okay, y'all. I'm about to be double live, I guess. Oh, where's my headphones? Guys, bear with me. Oh, I'm right here. And I'm turning the camera off. Okay. Y'all, just hold on. I'm handling the situation. I'm backstage in John QQ's show right now, you guys. Okay. Okay. I know what he's talking about. I had something else I was coming to talk about, so. Yep. Can I know who I'm talking to? I don't know who all's on panel. I'm in the middle of a live stream, John. And I got a message, so I came over here to help with some stuff that one of my mods was telling you guys. That was part of my research that I was asked to come and explain. So that's kind of why I'm here. It has to do with the mansion on Simpson Road. But I do know what y'all are talking about with the orange soda. And I actually did some research along with Luca Vega. If you look, there's a center called the McLeod Center. And that's where you get methadone. There is a variation of that McLeod Center in the hospital that Candace and Grandis went to that day. Often methadone is given to people with chronic pain, who also seem to maybe abuse their pain medication because it's very well monitored. You can take the methadone tablets that they give you for take home or the liquid. It is recommended to mix it with an orange citrus. I did a lot of research, called the clinic, talked to doctors, talked to an RN several times. There's one actually in the county next to me I went to and had a lengthy interview with the people there. Fanta, Orange Crush, those type of sodas will work because they have a minimal, usually 5 to 9% citrus inside those sodas. So it is common to mix methadone in those as a way for the person to take it. There's a grit and a bitterness that it overrides when you do it that way. And that is a very, very powerful sedative narcotic. Kratom. It's kratom. It's not CBD. It's kratom, and it's an opiate. Yes. 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 It's kratom. Yes. There's a thing. It's new now, and it's kratom, and it's in a larger strength. North Carolina and Tennessee and Georgia are the 3 states that have legalized it. It comes out of China. The green and the white are the most common. The green form is pain management and to help people come off of opiates. It is sold at the Hippie Shack and at Catch 22. I've been to both. They also sell Delta 8 and Delta 10. Delta 9 is pure THC. You're allowed in Tennessee 0.09% of Delta 9 mixed in with any of the gummies or any of the vapes or any of the hemp that is sold or derivatives. In North Carolina, it's 0.03%. Georgia and the rest of the states surrounding don't allow the Delta at all. I was shocked on that one. You have to go towards Colorado and everything else. Now, Virginia, I looked it up, have called doctors, have called some attorneys and asked questions about Delta derivatives, THC, because there's THO that's come out. There's a whole bunch of different derivatives. But what was available at the time that Summer could have consumed it or went missing was the 8, the 9, and the 10. 9 is not legal in any state without a prescription. Period. Yeah, I agree with you. I'm not arguing that. But kratom is something that has really went under the thing. And to let y'all know that I know what I'm talking about, I had to buy a bag of 150 kratom capsules to get them to talk to me. It cost me $12.95. You can buy it in powder form, and they recommend that you mix it the same as methadone in a citrus-based soda to help mask the taste. A lot of times, for rest and relaxation, it's mixed with valerian root. Make it act faster? Yep. Yes. Yes. That's right. That's right, John. It can make... It does. When you take the kratom itself until you get used to it, the recommended original dosage is 3 to 4 milligrams when your first dose when you wake up. And then every 2 to 4 hours, 1 to 2 milligrams throughout your day. That's of the kratom. Your original dose, they recommend that you eat a light meal first, like something like maybe a biscuit, something light to coat your stomach, or take it with a citrus-based juice, because nausea and vomiting can be a side effect. It tells you on the bag. It tells you on the bag. I'm looking for the bag of it right now sitting around me because I just came back from a 7-day road trip where I have hit every truck stop and rest area and peppered Summer's Flyer everywhere. You good. You good. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. Can I ask a quick question though? Who that lived in that household across the road would have sedating type medications prescribed to them? That's my question. I mean, seriously. I'm asking a question I feel I know the answer to. I'll put it that way. Um, to be clear, what I'm saying is though, we have, I'll say initials. JSB came out and accused her ex of walking across the road to make money off of medications to deal with children. That's how I'm going to put it. And my question is, of her and the ex, who would be the person with the condition that would get sedative medications prescribed to them? I mean, I know what the reason I say that is my son has cancer. My son is stage 4. I know what kind of medications that cancer patients receive. So I'm coming from there when I'm asking that question. That's the perspective. Absolutely. Exactly. And understood. I don't even know who I'm talking to other than John Q. Well, hello to both. um, Gotcha. Mm. Which things specifically first? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Previous tolerance. I didn't know about the Benadryl and melatonin. Now, RJ, if you have any clinical chemical knowledge, you, mm, yep, we're on the same page. Yes. Can I say something else too, y'all? If she had been given a melatonin and Benadryl cocktail, because I have a 4-year-old grandson. My daughter loves the melatonin. I have a problem with it because they build up a tolerance and need more and more and more, and it throws off chemical imbalance. I've done study. I'm a researcher. Yes. And By the way, my 4-year-old grandchild just got weighed last week, you guys. This is important to Summer's case. He was 3 foot 4 inches tall and weighed 48 pounds. And he is a little bit below the average for the U.S. And he's 4 as of March 29th. That's important because remember the height and weight on Summer's flyers. She was identified at weighing what I think it was. She was 3 foot tall and 40 pounds at 5 years old. To me, that's important. But if you add the melatonin and Benadryl and that heat, it would. You just throw in even alcohol could have been mixed in something that she drank, and you could have terrible results. You don't even need the kratom or melatonin or any illegal drugs because heat can. Yes. 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 And you could have breathing slowed down enough to where you will not see normal chest respirations and you will not hear it. And if you're not someone who is used to checking for like pulse and respirations and such and blood pressure, you might think that person isn't breathing and has no pulse. Mm-hmm. Yes. No, it was not. Yes. There's no way. I've never believed that Grandma walked down there, especially after being there in person. No, that's not. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, here's a thought too, John. It was just the young man and Summer in the car while they were in Priceless. Now, we've heard 5 minutes, and I've heard other things from other creators. I know what I was told by the workers when I talked to them. And I was told 30 to 45 minutes. At least 30 minutes. I was told the line to check out would have taken at least 10 to 15 minutes. Yes. Yeah. And my point to that is you've got a 15-year-old and the 5-year-old, and the adults are in the car. They just got done swimming. They're on their way home. She's probably hot and thirsty in that car. How do we know she didn't take a drink of that bottle while they were in Priceless and consumed more than they know? Are you talking about the videotape or?
So, that's concerning. But, we saw the picture of it. And also, I still don't really know about what's about the picture of the because we still don't really know what happened right before that. Because there could have been another way she was given something that was made worse by what she was doing. Like, it was, I know there's no way to verify, I don't know that but did say that something that, the way I took it was when he said that, in the interview, that she wasn't with him, that Summer wasn't with them until they picked up Grandma. And then when he's telling about the events and how things happened, he talks about Candace coming into the house, not Summer when they were in the house. But she just came into the house.
But he does say that when she came to pick up she came to pick him up, that Summer changed into her swimsuit inside his house.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's why it says, okay, he goes from saying, I learned about that, oh, yeah. And then he does it again, because like the last time I don't like to guys out for the movie for a never when they said they have time to night. Or if I you know what, but so Chris had to repeat it, and then repeated it, he said, and that's kind of had my alarm bells off just a little bit because, like you said, he had just said,
Right. Oh God. Yes. Yep. Yep. Right. Yep. Yep. I'm with you, John.
Gives every indication.
Yep. Yep. I agree.
Candace was gonna be in a car with a hyperactive child. Like, how do you think that was going to like, what I'm getting at is she was already saying that Summer was sleeping till noon. I believe because they never went. At the same time, I don't believe she would have gotten something up at 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever it was, 7 o'clock. Yeah. I don't know like, no, I would never leave my child at home. I stayed outside until they 12 past. They're like,
But guys, you have to remember the area that you're in. I believe that growing up in a similar type area and atmosphere where all the neighbors know each other. It wasn't uncommon for the age of those boys to be left alone in that area. Not even, I know a lot of people are, I'm going to catch some backlash for this, but even where I grew up and where I lived, everybody up and down our road was family or friends of the family. We all knew each other. I would be out on my bicycle until dusk, riding up and down the road, with no care or no worry. And I know it's hard for people to understand, but you're going into an area where time has kind of stood still. And that's what people are missing. And that a lot of the locals still are when I've talked to them, this is one of the things they're saying. First of all, at 9 years old in my state, I don't know about another one, in my state of North Carolina, at 9 years old, you can be a latchkey kid without any repercussion from DSS. You can get off the
my brother, he was saying, I would leave because my dad was kind of alcohol problem. He was busy. So people do that in the city too. There are
Hey y'all, I'm trying to pull the panel I'm up for you. Y'all lost more than sound. It took me off. I'm trying to share where I'm at. I'm on a panel right now I got pulled into.
With that being said, I feel like even more that some might have been left at home. And I just can't make anything out of it because we don't really have much to.
Summer was with them. She has been identified. Well, let me say this. There is a child that looks like Summer that was seen at more than one place on that day. I know that for a fact. I have been told that to my face at the places that I have personally visited that the family was at that day. Yes. Yes. You are right, RJ. Okay.
So this is a video of your content, 100%.
Right. I've been there. I recognize it actually. So yeah. Yep. Yep. And am I wrong? You go from Catch 22 that they visited is before the hippie house. Okay. Just making sure I have my bearings right. Mm-hmm. Yes. See, it's the same as my hospital at home, so I didn't think it was small when I was there, y'all. So sorry. Yes. No, that one's huge. Yes. Exactly. Mm, no, she's talking about David Dotson's the flute guy. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. um, John, can I ask a question of you? Because I like to ask you questions. You're very analytical, I think, and non-biased, and that's one of the things I always liked about you and Miss Q. Um, I appreciate it. I miss you guys. I talked to her the other day. Love Miss Q. Um, and the question that I had, I think a lot of times creators and our subscribers, we all kind of get a little confused. And I have to even recenter myself and think. A lot of what we're getting, we take as fact sometimes and put it in a category to pull back up as fact, when we have to remember and ask ourselves, who gave us this fact? Did this come from Candace or Dawn or one of the neighbors, or did this come from somebody that's working in one of these establishments that has no dog in the fight, so to speak? Because so many of the things that have been told to us by the parents, the grandmother, the neighbors, have been able to be proved false. So how can we believe anything they tell us? And I'm going to include Ronnie Lawson in that category. Sorry, not sorry. The police are allowed to lie to us, guys, to do their job. And people forget that sometimes. It's not me bagging on the police. It's me being real. Sometimes they may have to lie to us as the general public to get the action or reaction they want out of a suspect. And that's something I think we forget a lot of times. I've noticed that because I've heard a creator or somebody or so maybe, well, you know, this happened and we know that to be fact. Well, how do you know? Who told you it happened? Well,
That's why it's hard for me
right.
to say that this man for a fact.
Mm.
You talk to this man, and that's why it's hard for me to take this fact, because I don't know the identity. I don't know.
Right. Well, the best thing you can do is probably go back and check the videos that I posted where I have the actual video evidence and you can see me doing the interview. At Sonic, at the hippie house. Yeah. Yes.
For me, it's similar. Who saw her first that day?
No.
I was still count. There's mail delivery, there's trash pickup, there's store clerks, there's summer school bus drivers, there's public transportation, and nobody.
Okay. Hold on. There's no public transportation available in that area, so we can knock that out. Not in Beach Creek. Not that comes to Ben Hill. Yes, in Kingsport. Yes. Yes. Gotcha.
I don't know that you guys met, but there's people that will everything. When I used to walk, every day for like 2 hours. People would tell like every minute where I was on my because they want something that goes on outside the window. I noticed there's people, because there's retired people, there's people that are home with their kids. There's Walmart across the street from Alley's, and nobody. You can't find, and how do you go from there?
What? Walmart across the street from Allie's house.
Isn't that a Walmart?
No, there's not a. It's a playground, like a ball field, that's across from Allie's house. Thank you. Yeah. I can't speak on something. Do you, I know Chris McDonough had addressed that at one point in time in one of his videos, the cameras. Yeah. I was gonna say that, but I got my head bit off. So nope. Yes. Right.
Break it down into segments. That's what I'm kind of trying to do. Is like, okay, so if you can't do it in this one, my next segment would be okay out front, the hospital, the alley, and so you think of all the crazy people, where trying to walk their dogs, and like just anything that would be applicable for that neighborhood, that area. You see what I'm saying?
RJ, I'm assuming that you're either from the area or live in the area. So you would know probably what I've been told by locals and seen on my visits. I've actually been to that area 5 times now. And I've met quite a lot of people. And when I say that area, I do mean Kingsport, Bluntville, Beach Creek, Ben Hill, all that. Van Hill, Light Holla. I've been there. I've been to all that. Undercover. I don't tell. Sometimes I haven't told people till I come home. Oh, yeah, I can. Yeah, but that feeling, that vibe. Okay, okay. Got you. And I've spoken to a lot of people, and I want to say this. I say it a lot, and I may be like getting on people's nerves with it. But I want people to know that the people that they've seen on YouTube are not an accurate representation of the majority of people in Hawkins County, Sullivan County, Washington, and Greene counties. They're But the locals are getting that vibe, you guys. That's why I'm saying it. Trust me on that one. Go ahead and tell it, RJ, because I know. Let him. Hold on. Let him tell you. Go ahead, honey. I know what you're gonna say. Mm. Yep. Exact, RJ. In the area of Beach Creek, in a 7.5 mile drive, you can be in 3 counties. And a lot of people don't understand that there's a lot of jurisdictional issues going on with this case. Yep. Yep. Yes.
How does that translate to
Nita. Yeah. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. But they have the racetrack and all that stuff too, and NASCAR and Bluntville. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Everybody knows everybody, but you're not looking at everybody's ears. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yep. You're still in the days of the revenuers. Yes. 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 Yep. Yep. Yes. Right. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Well, 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 can I possibly interject something that also help Miss Lee kind of understand? And RJ, with you being a local, you might not want to say what I'm about to say. Coming from where I live, I don't know if you're familiar, if anybody is familiar with any part of North Carolina, but we have an area north of the town that I'm from originally, and it's called the Linville Gorge. If you don't know about it, Google it, because what's going to come up when you Google it is how many people come up missing every year, how many search and rescues that our town and our county has almost went broke from having to do, because hikers and climbers come in, and I'm experienced and I know what I'm doing, and they go in here and they disappear. It's also, here's the point where we come full circle, it's also notorious because of the locals knowing the reputation of it and everything else. If someone wanted to unalive someone in a certain fashion, that would be the perfect place for them to come up missing and possibly get away with it. I know that's a terrible thing to say, but we're talking about what you want to know, what is talked about in the streets and heard. Then when you involve certain situations, if you did something that brought light and national and international attention to my small town because of an action you took, and it put in jeopardy certain illicit, borderline illegal activities that I had going on, and I've been here and my family has for 200 to 500 years. And we have the money and the power. Without our money and without our power, this whole county goes under and the state takes it over, like almost happened in 2014 in Hawkins County. Those people, okay, but as I was saying, those people, it's not only your livelihood and your ability to support your family that could be gone, but it's your life also that could be gone. Yes. Yep. Oh yeah.
Okay, but this is the mindset. Is because I've lived in both places. I live in a city, inner city, and I currently live way out in the country. Like way out in the country where like the Amish, like I have to be careful going around the bend of the back road because I don't know, the rocks are slippery and you could slide into the bucket. The comparison is what you guys are saying is they're in the city. That would be like saying you would apply that.
I am so ready to go off. I'm trying to hold my tongue. I muted myself on Don's panel. Can y'all hear me?
It would be no different.
I'm muted on John's stream. Can y'all hear me? You'll be Jackie Dobbs.
I'm very heavily like saturated from that environment.
What I'm listening to is.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Can y'all not hear this live stream on the channel?
When do people become? Does that make sense?
No. This lady is pissing me off. I'm on the panel. I'm listening to the panel.
It's not. The girl that's missing is not going to make or break the town.
But it is.
Interesting thing about this case. And I want to thank everyone who's joined us. Special Independence Day Live.
John, before you leave, I need to ask RJ a question. Okay. Oh my God.
What tonight's discussion, and thank you both. is the exterior. It's done up to look like a log cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Home.
Did I lose you? Hello? Okay.
That side of it.
Well, according to the maps, it's saying that it's on Simpson Road. The pictures that I have of the house that were sent to me are of the Simpson house, and I'm not sure it's the same one. The owner's, I'll tell you the surname of the owner. I don't have a problem as long as John's okay with me saying it. Because I don't see a way for me to do back chat.
You know the owner's name?
Yeah.
Be extremely discreet if you can. If you can. Because, like I said, the sensitivity when we start to.
Yeah. I'm not.
Unrelated to the case, we start to, let's say, we're on a very fine line, so let's just follow the content of your conversation regarding the game without actually saying that. Give a description.
Ugh.
Of the kind of people, rather than state their own that's possible.
He's the owner that passed away, the original owner that passed away, the senior in 2021, is a well-respected individual. Their memorial is posted publicly in the timesnews.net and also posted on the brother worked for, I think it's BAE, it's the explosives plant. And he retired from there. The owner of the property that passed and left it to his eldest son, that is Junior, was a Shriner, a Mason, made multiple donations to the, I'm trying to think of what it's called, where the reward fund was supposed to go. What is that called, John? Where they were given it when it expired. The Children's Advocacy Center in Sullivan County. He was a major donor to the Children's Advocacy Center in Sullivan County. That's all in his obit, by the way. All I'm telling you comes straight from the obituary. Yeah, I can get that to you. It was in my last live stream that I did yesterday. I did his and his brother's, actually. I showed in my last live stream. I did the audio play and just hit the button and let it audio play in my live stream while it was the picture and everything. Not making any accusations. I just am saying that in that area, with what we know that other neighbors are saying goes on, and what we have seen of housing in that area, it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb as an anomaly. And it just caught my attention because you know what, you get what and it wasn't one of the surnames that we're used to hearing, one of the ones that have been around since the mid 1600s. It wasn't one of those. Uh-huh.
All of it, whatever child this center is going to apply that money to.
Uh-huh. why are you having to go to court? Right. Check private chat, Don. Yep. Gotcha. Times News. If you just type that name in Google and go to the Times News link that comes up, and you'll get everything I just told you. You get a picture and everything when you pull it up.
Just to alleviate the responsibility now from Judge Bill Westby's squad, if it's not going to the children's advocacy center,
Mm-hmm.
what is the judge going to do?
Mm.
And I'm just saying, you guys, Judge Bill Westby's squad, and you guys contact
Right. Right. Well. Mm-hmm. Yes. And you do know the 25,000 and 10,000. I'm not sure both checks, but I know one of the two. When it was donated, it was similar to what Carly Trent's pediatrician did when he donated. If the reward fund ended, the money was to come back to the donator.
Well, one of them did. I thought the last time one of them decided that.
That's what I said. I'm not sure if it's both or just one. I know one is set in stone. Awesome. Well, I had a question. Generally, and he might know the answer to this. Generally, I don't know if it's different for a 5013C, but generally, when funds are collected for a nonprofit donation type situation, you have to follow through to the letter of what you stated when you collected those funds, or return them to those that donated the funds. In other words, I can't say I'm collecting to donate to John Q's channel to help him with medical bills, and then say, well, John got his medical bills took care of, and I've got $7,000 y'all donated. I'm going to take it and decide to pay for Sally's medical bills. I can't just unilaterally do that, is my understanding. Mm. Right. Right. Does anyone know why that they don't want to give it to the Advocacy Center now?
I wouldn't know why, except I know that the
Churchill,
yeah, it's
you're welcome.
is it's basically denies
Yeah, I know. Yes. Well, I know that that's what we gave the money with the understanding that would occur. Period. So I don't understand unless something's going on with the Advocacy Center. It makes me nervous considering. I mean, I'll. This is my personal opinion. I'm nervous considering all the news articles that I have reviewed over the past year with involving persons in positions of power across the board in specifically Hawkins County and the number of embezzlement issues. I mean, there's one specific one I just read where the lady turned her own son in. Yeah. Yes. Gotcha. Yes. Hmm. Oh yeah. Hmm. Coop. Hmm. He was very frustrated. Let's. Yes. Thank you. Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Mhm. Yes. No. 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 Aileen, I get you, RJ. I've been in that same field. I know what he's talking about. That would be someone else that they owe money to. Let him explain it. Go ahead and explain it. I know what he's going to say. RJ, it can also be a local or state government agency, as well as, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yep. I'm sorry, just roll with it that you guys can only hear me. I've been sharing it in the stream, but due to the storm, the hurricane, that's making landfall, that's beating my doors down, I keep getting knocked off. That's why I keep getting knocked out. I'll be sharing it again. Hold on. Yeah. I think RJ, for clarity, if I want to make sure I'm understanding what we're talking about correctly on the lien, it would have to be the person or entity that the account is in's name at Civis Bank. So if Summers Funds account was in my name, let's say Nita's World's name, if there was a lien, somebody would have to be trying to get a lien against Nita's World. It wouldn't, it has nothing to do with Summer herself or her family or the neighbors. It actually has to do with whoever the account holder is. Is that what I'm understanding? Okay. I'm just trying to clarify for myself. Okay. Yes. Mm, right. Right. It may not even end. It may go to a separate kind of holding account for another period of time. It may be distributed. It may be refunded. That'll be, I'm assuming, up to a judge.
people have done in the past to cheat, if you will. Yeah, so looking at it from that perspective, banks got to cover their butt. Banks got to cover their butt. One of the interesting questions, I think it was a comment or an email. Has the Summer Wells Reward Fund, since it was sitting in the Civis Bank, gained any interest on the account? And I said,
Didn't think about that.
The bank's got to make money. Where do they make money? Off the interest of lending money when the bank is doing its everyday activities. That's how the banks survive. I think RJ broke down the ratio for I think it's for every 100 in a deposit they can lend up to 1,000, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's more than that.
Okay. I was just looking at the differential, the ratio on
closer to 30 to 1.
30 to 1. Okay. So it's fractionary lending, if you will.
I mean, a lot of people don't understand that. You get your debit card for free, but every time you do a transaction, that merchant pays 4 to 12 cents. Plus the rental of the processing thing. There's a lot to it. Banks don't operate for free. They give you your account free, boo. They don't operate for free.
Yeah, definitely. So when you can take a look at that question and say, that's interesting. Okay, it's a 501c3. They took that money, opened up an account at the Civis Bank under the Summer Wells Reward Fund. Any funds that go into that account specifically for finding out, where Summer is and finding Summer, et cetera, et cetera. So I wonder if the bank has made some kind of interest in and of itself by having the account open, especially this long. So
you would think the account itself would draw interest, even if it was, a low interest bearing account, 1 to 2%, or even a 0.5%.
Right. So it's going to be interesting because once these pleadings come out in the court, they're going to have to disclose that whole financial account.
They definitely will. And Laura, sure. in this case, you actually can trust a judge. There is very clear defined what a judge can decide in this. It's not it's not one of those deals where you're going to the Supreme Court for an opinion of what the law says. This is clear defined of what the law says.
Good.
Yes. So, I mean, it's interesting just taking a look at that. I've been waiting patiently to see what the court's pleadings were going to be in regards to that. And at the same time, too, on the other side of the case, we're listening to people who have inserted themselves into this case start to have conversations in just the weirdest freaking thing that's turning this case online, that is inside out, to try to make heads or tails whether they're telling the truth or whether they're just lying. My cards. Yeah, I know, Anita. Tighten those lips up, because we can fly off the handle sometimes with a lot of the commentary that some of these folks, I have to say, but I take it as a grain of salt, until it really shakes into a fact or something that can be corroborated or proven in any way, shape, or form.
Yes.
I don't touch it because it's nothing but conversation.
What I said about one particular statement is I'm waiting to see if the person the statement was made about takes the necessary legal action. Because I went on a panel on purpose to let it be known that they were able to file indigent, so money wasn't an issue, because that was the reason they couldn't file. They could go to legal aid because I'd researched it and get assistance. And given this case and the scope, everything that's going on, if those statements were defamatory, that personally I would grab it. Then luckily during that live, a call came through, and one of the subscribers, and I have a feeling know who it was, one of the subscribers said they would pay the legal fees for that person to take out slander, defamation of character, and libel.
Wow.
So, and what I said about the statement, and I stick by this, whether it's true or false, there is criminal activity in that statement. Either if it's true, then you admitted to committing a crime. If it's false, you committed a crime by making it.
Mm.
That's all I'm saying. That's my stance. That's my stance. My thoughts on it.
That sounds like double jeopardy. Damned if you did, damned if you didn't. You're still going
You
to get
wouldn't
shot.
have been there if you'd have kept your mouth shut and only talked to the authorities.
Right.
That sounds like somebody that with the initials JSB needs to seriously listen to.
Hey, now I've some of those supporters have came after me, but whatever. How you doing? I'm good. I sleep well at night because I know where my heart and my head is.
Amen.
Absolutely.
Amen.
And just so you know, John, because I'm going to say goodbye. I've been on a live myself, and I've been ignoring my people. I just did a stint in an 18-wheeler for the last 7 days, you guys. And the whole thing behind it was I had Summers flyers. I stopped at every truck stop, and every truck stop, every convenience store I could run across the street to, every rest area, every fast food restaurant, because on the even chance that there is a situation that she left that local area, we need her face out there. And I thought truck drivers, great, because if there is any trafficking situation, as has been alleged, those are the people that we need on the roads looking. Mm-hmm. I hit North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, Ohio, and Mississippi. Tennessee, we hit all over. My North Memphis peeps, whoop whoop, y'all were great. I had a wonderful time, got to meet a lot of people. I want to give a shout out to Big G Trucking out of Tennessee. They're awesome. They actually, one of their drivers had, it's a little thing that looks like a stick and you feed the paper through it, John. And it scans it into his computer. He shared it with the Facebook group, sent it to the corporate offices. They are sending Summers Flyer in an email to all their drivers as like a BOLO type thing. They are putting it up in all their mechanic shops and hubs for their drivers. And hopefully, I'm working on a couple other national and international trucking companies doing the same. So a lot of good. It was a happy, good, nice type thing. We hit all the men's and women's bathrooms. I know it may sound weird, but I felt like the inside of the door, and that came from Miss Smiley, one of my sunshines. The inside of the door, as you go out, everybody sees that. So we wanted to make sure we put it there, and on ice machines, and up at the counter where people pay. And I thought, what a wonderful time this 4th of July weekend while everybody's traveling to get these out there so people can see. I hit over 80 different establishments combined in that 6-day time, and spent 9.5 hours in one day stuck in a truck cab and wasn't allowed to come out of it because I was at a big distribution center and I didn't have steel-toed shoes. But it was worth it. It was worth it. I felt, to me, it was great. I wish I had had other missing persons flyers. Also, Pilot and Flying J. Talking to them about getting a board up inside of all their truck stops, like Walmart has, where you can post missing persons. And it's a good possibility, like probability. They've agreed at this point, individual managers at individual stores can do that. I'm working on getting a company-wide directive right now, but that's huge. That's not just for summer, that's all missing persons. And it's something that started with summer. Hopefully we can get it named maybe Summers Board or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. I mean,
It made me happy.
yeah, I mean, it's something personal. That's spiritual. That right there
Absolutely.
is spiritual. And for as long as you've been covering the case, I know where your heart is. You were a major part of the success of the marathon. I wanted to say that too, because you were on panel. You were on panel. Your people were here. They supported what we did. And it's not the entire YouTube community. It was
Right.
just a God, spiritual, connected group of people that did what we did. Only those people did that. Everybody else outside of that complained about it and wanted to shoot it down and call us all kind of crooks and scammers and all kinds of stuff.
True.
You guys don't know those people. Is that really the real amount that was collected? We'll never know. All that kind of word language and everything else like that only comes from narcissists. Who would say that?
The people that would say that are somebody that would do that.
Yeah. Hence, if they did it, how would they respond if folks said the same thing to them? It's where they don't put themselves in another person's shoes,
Until people started making those accusations, I never even thought of it. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, though. Only the people who, if they were given control of that kind of fundage, would maybe do something like that, or the people that would think of something. I just don't see general good people, doing that. I do thank you and Miss Q and everyone that participated. And I have no beef or ill will with any creators or anybody out there. Let's just all get out there and show some love to each other and help do positive things if we can to find summer. It never hurts to do research, but and have facts and everything. But we got to remember, sometimes I get caught up too. I'm the worst to get caught up in stuff, and sometimes in emotions, especially.
Yes.
But
I think I caught a couple of your lives where, wow. I mean, there was one live you were really broken up. You were crying. You were hurt by the, crazy allegations and statements and comments that were coming from some very wicked people anyway. But you shook it off. And I said, that's Nita. That's the woman I know. Because she's got tough skin. She knew what the game was all about. She said, no, I'm not going to turn my feelings into what their words said. I'm going to stick to why I came on my channel and talk about this case, because I know what I'm talking about. You shook that baby right off, and I said, there you go. She's going to stick and stay. And the same thing for myself. When have you ever heard John Q in all that mess? I don't follow it.
I blocked them. You go to my block party because I don't have time for it.
Yeah, that's right. You got the block party on your channel. That's right.
Yeah.
And, I don't follow them.
Nita,
they want my attention. They want my attention. I said, no. You couldn't pay me enough to get my attention to go in that direction. Come on now.
Nah, I'm not clout chasing.
Nita, I pulled up your stream in another tab here, and I just want to make sure I appreciate your stream for one, allowing us to borrow you for a little bit, so we can explanation of what was we were talking about. But also, since I do have them up and I can see them, if anybody's got any questions, please let us know.
They're in here too.
Okay. I didn't know if they had come over or not, but I want to make sure that they aren't being ignored.
Yes.
I'm seeing them comment in the bottom. John's Oklahoma, Well, I can name several names, but I've been watching, and everybody's hitting the thumbs up on John Q. And we've dropped your link, RJ,
I
and they'll be
appreciate
going
that.
over there to you. Oh, listen, if you're a creator and you show love to our channel, we show it back
Yes, we
because
do.
that's what it. I think you need to help others grow.
I'm the same way. I mention other channels if I believe
Thank
that
you.
another channel is something very valuable or inspires a live that I do. At the very top of it, I actually put out that this is inspired by because of something they had said, and I'll give background of what they were talking about and what something that I believe not was overlooked or missed, but it spawned a thought. It spawned an idea off of what they
Right.
said.
Exactly. And that goes back to what I was saying about watching the interview with the young man, Brandon. It did lead me to looking at, well, why is this just plunked down here? And then I had forgotten about the ginseng hunting that goes on, even in my area.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 gentlemen that are missing for over 6 months now that were ginseng hunting on another property. So, and people don't think about it, but literally an ounce is close to $2,000. An ounce, not a pound, not a pound, an ounce of that natural ginseng is worth almost $2,000 to the finder. So yeah, that's enough. That things like that I do look at, and it is worth discussing. I didn't realize that it was that prevalent in our area. I live 1 hour and 48 minutes from the Wells residence.
20 minutes.
Gotcha. But that was just it, because I'm in North Carolina, so that kind of gives you a little perspective, because to where I'm at. And
I have a very good idea where you're at, because before I moved to Kingsport, which was Kingsport area, I should say. I don't exactly live in Kingsport, and that's
gotcha.
honest truth. I live in the Kingsport area. I was actually living in North Carolina myself. So when you say how far away you are, I have a very good idea where you're at.
You know where Asheville, North Carolina is?
Yeah.
I live close to I'm outside the city of Asheville.
Okay.
No, I never thought of that, but you're right. You are right. I love Asheville's vibe. Love it. Love it. Love going for the open air concerts on the lawn and being in the parks and having my sketchbook out and just relaxing and drawing. It's such a relaxed, even when you go to the clubs, it's a relaxed atmosphere. Like nothing like that's around where I'm from. Where we had one beer joint. It was BYOB. So, because we didn't have liquor by the drink. And this is what people don't understand. I don't even know if they have it yet in the Hawkins County area. But like where I was born and raised and grew up, they just got liquor by the drink approved in 2012. And if you go outside the city limits, you can't buy beer or alcohol still. I have to, if I'm at my mother's house, it takes a 12-mile drive to get to the nearest store to buy alcohol. And there's still only one bar in the town. So when I say that I've kind of grown up in an area very similar to where summer came up, I played in the mud, in the rain, in the dirt, barefooted. I made mud pies. I fed them to my cousin. We had about 9 acres, and I could have the run of it all day, all day until the street lights came on, and then I better be coming to the house. But if I went somewhere I wasn't supposed to, there was going to be 3 people calling my mama at work and my nanny up the street to let them know where I was and what I was doing. Before I got off the school bus coming home, I knew my parents knew if I had been anywhere, not because the school called, but because my neighbor Pauline was the janitor. She was calling my grandma. My grandma was calling my daddy, and he was calling my mama. And they were all in the yard when I got off the bus. I mean, that's what people don't kind of understand, that it's still that way. It's still that way here. When you were describing that you have the convenience of a 15 to 20 minute drive to a big city and concerts and town and stuff, but you have the Mayberry almost like atmosphere and vibe. That's how it is here. That's how it is here. If you go to downtown Rogersville, the historic area, and I posted a video about it, about historical Rogersville. I have the same things in my town. The same historical signs, the same historical courthouse, the monuments, the whole 9. Like, Rogersville and our town kind of battle for the national best looking downtown. We even have the same wrought iron benches where it says Rogersville carved out that has our town's name in them. And the murals on the wall that are painted, the whole thing. It was like deja vu for me. And I don't think people understand, like, I could literally walk out my door and pan, and you might have a hard time deciding if I was at home or in Tennessee. Loving it. Oh. Mm.
This area, there was no watch. 2021 Google Maps here.
Yes, I do.